What if the people you think you understand aren't who you think they are at all? And what if the behaviors you brush off as normal are actually quiet signals you were never taught to notice? Most manipulation doesn't start with a lie. It starts with a feeling, a moment where something doesn't add up. But your mind convinces you to ignore it. So before you assume your perception is accurate, ask yourself, what if the truth is hiding in the very things you overlook? Today, we're going to uncover those hidden patterns, the subtle signs you were never supposed to see. 1, they instill self-doubt in you. One of the most revealing signs of a manipulative personality is how effortlessly they make you question yourself. Have you noticed someone who always makes you second-guess your decisions, your feelings, even your sanity? That isn't an accident. Self-doubt weakens your inner footing. And when your confidence slips, you become easier to sway, easier to guilt trip, easier to control. To them, your uncertainty is their leverage. Your confusion becomes their quiet victory. Because the moment you start feeling small in your own mind, they start feeling powerful in theirs. And that's exactly how a manipulator keeps you in their orbit, without you even noticing. 2, they're experts at guilt tripping. If you've ever done something simply because you felt bad, you already understand how guilt becomes a quiet weapon. Guilt tripping is a subtle form of emotional control. It nudges you into acting not from choice, but from discomfort. When someone makes you feel responsible for their emotions, they shift you into a submissive position, one where you obey just to escape the weight of guilt. And that's exactly how manipulators create power, by turning your empathy into leverage and your kindness into a cage. Recognizing this pattern is the first step to breaking free from it. 3, they quietly take advantage of kindness. You've probably heard the warning, don't be too kind for your own good. Unfortunately for manipulators, that kindness is an open door. They know compassionate people feel a natural pull to help, and they use that instinct as leverage. It starts small, a favor here, an emotional bailout there. And because you're generous, you give without expecting anything back. But over time, you'll notice something unsettling. The help only flows one way. They rarely show up when you need support. That imbalance isn't an accident. It's a strategy. To a manipulator, your kindness isn't something to appreciate. It's something to exploit. 4, they spread false information on purpose and watch the damage unfold. A manipulative personality knows exactly what they're doing when they twist the truth. To them, misinformation isn't a mistake. It's a strategy. Because once they distort the facts, they subtly distort your perception too. Suddenly, you start questioning people, situations, even your own instincts, all based on something that was never real. By controlling the narrative, they control how others think, react, and take sides. And the most dangerous part? They often hide behind innocence, acting as if they're simply sharing what they heard. In reality, they're crafting a version of events that benefits only them, while everyone else unknowingly plays along. 5, they never take the blame. We naturally respect people who can own their mistakes, but manipulators rarely do. Instead of acknowledging their role in a problem, they instinctively shift the responsibility onto someone else. And they don't stop there. They subtly rewrite the narrative, positioning themselves as the misunderstood victim while making you feel like the one at fault. This tactic is powerful because it distorts your emotional compass. The more you start doubting your own part in things, the more control they gain. In their world, accountability is never theirs to carry. It's always yours, or someone else's. 6. They're masters at hiding their true intentions. You'll never see a manipulator walking around with a warning label. Their power comes from subtlety. They know that once someone recognizes their patterns, the game is over, and so they operate in the shadows. They refine their charm, soften their tone, and disguise their motives behind gestures that seem harmless, even caring. The trick is simple. The quieter the manipulation, the harder it is to detect. By keeping everything just below the surface, they shape situations to benefit themselves while maintaining a spotless facade. And because they blend so seamlessly into the background, you rarely notice the pull of their influence until it's already taken hold. 7. They pretend not to know what they know. Some manipulators resort to one final trick when cornered. They suddenly don't remember, didn't understand, or had no idea what you're talking about. This isn't confusion, it's strategy. By acting clueless, they shift the burden back onto you, making you question your own memory, your interpretation, even your sanity. And the moment you start doubting yourself, they regain control. Feigning ignorance lets them slip out of accountability while keeping their plans intact. It's a quiet, calculated way of resetting the game in their favor. The key is noticing the pattern. When someone always forgets at the exact moment responsibility finds them,